It's Madden NFL 24, and it's Tyjae Spears. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Rams and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting the final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Jacobs tried to run on 1st down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. There's Hall bringing in another one. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, Jones throws taken in by Waddle. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards. Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Touchdown! Corey Davis, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Raiders defense. Now they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And he'll find Hall. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Raiders first down.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Spears on and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Jones. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raiders offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Stroud now on second down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3. Stroud to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing again. Jones. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So we have reached halftime here, and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big...
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In motion right goes Higgins. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jacobs going to try the middle. Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Pushes past him, breaks a tackle, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 49 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On second down, Jacobs. A nice little juke. And he'll go down here at at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the carry, it's Chestnut. Shreds the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
From the 24, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Spears. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Stroud. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That winds ends up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Jones gets it to Strong. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud looking to throw.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Stroud out of the gun here. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This just a 24-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's Jones on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Running is Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And the ball is knocked out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Looking to throw. Jones got his man. It's Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. In these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. And here's a give to Spears. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Jones. That one's taken in by Spears. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Jones to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Hand off to Spears. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their play.